us real bad, gon' make that shit last. God forbid something happens, long as it's smash. I got so much love, got so much patience. Learned from the pain, turned out amazing.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know I'm in a different setting today. I'm actually at home. So my salon that I work in is under renovation, and so I said I can go ahead and record this portion of the video, well, the next portion also, at my house. So anyway, today Unice Hair sent me oh, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading to make sure I get the right information. But Unice Hair sent me 4 bundles of Brazilian Nature Wave 18, 20, and 22. And so I'm gonna do an unboxing of this hair. So in just a minute, I'm gonna show you the hair and how it came packaged. And also in this same video, I'm gonna do the actual making of the Upart wig. Since I only received bundles and I cannot do a sew-in on myself, I'm not gonna do anybody's hair at my house. So I decided to make a Upart wig, and this wig is gonna be a wig that you can just clip in without gluing, sewing, anything. All you have to do is use the combs that I'm gonna show you how to do, and you just 5 minutes is in. So anyway, I'll be right back with the hair. Okay, you guys, so Unice sent me this hair. They sent me 4 bundles of Nature Wave hair, and the lengths of 18, 20, 22, 22. And they packaged the hair very nicely, and it just came with, like, I guess this is like a return or a packaging list that shows what you received, and from I believe it was UPS. Yes, I received it from UPS, and it came only in a few days. And then they just give you this card here telling you about their different types of hair. And they sent me the Ice New Fashion Leader. So that's the brand of hair that I received from them. So yeah, so it came packaged very nicely, and I pulled. Oh, they also, did I say they sent me these eyelashes? The eyelashes came in there. So if you need eyelashes, they send you eyelashes inside of your package. They sent me 4 bundles. Let me see that. This is Nature Wave. I don't know if it's gonna change once it's wet, but it looks really closely related to Body Wave. But I will wet it once I get it on the wig to see if there's any change in the texture. I looked at, I think it was Filthy Rich Tresses. She had a video with the hair, and it looked at like really wavy once she wetted, I'm sorry. So I'm thinking it's gonna wave up a little bit more, be more water wavy looking. So yeah, the hair is full all the way down to the ends. It's thick. The bundles, the wefts look really, really good. And it's a lot of hair. So I don't know if I'll be using all 3 bundles in my wig, because I don't wear hair that thick or a lot of hair like that. I want mine to look more natural, like it was my own hair, even though, you know, I know it's not. But it just came with these tags on there on the hair. And it also tells you how to care for the hair on the hair also. So I thought that was really, really good. So yeah, the hair is bouncy and it has a lot of body to it. It feels good. There's no shedding or tangling or anything like that. It smells good. It doesn't smell like anything is wrong with it. I don't think they do hair like that anymore. But it smells pretty good. It has a nice little luster to it, as you can see. And it just bounces and it looks really good. The coupon code is Unice201806, And if you're interested in purchasing this hair, just use that coupon code. I'll have it listed below and get something off of your hair. So anyway, the next clip I'll be getting ready to make the wig. Okay guys, so now you're ready to make your wig. So you're gonna use just a dome cap. You can use a regular dome cap, or you can use this one that I have here is by Red. It's a mesh dome cap, so it's like see-through, and it has the band, you know, the thick band around it, but it's see-through on the cap part, and I think that'll help it breathe some. This cap was very, very tight. I'm using it on a 22-inch mannequin head, so I had to stretch it out some. And you just want to stretch it out pretty good and then pull it onto the cap and make sure that it's laying really, really flat. So once you have it laying on the head perfectly flat, you just want to take some T-pins, and I'm going to pin one like directly in the middle, and then I'm going to do about one on each side and 2 in the back. So some of my pins are dull, so they were like, they're not pointy at the tip, so they were hard to go through because that band is really, really thick. So you'll probably have to push hard if you're using the cork mannequin head. So anyway, I just pre-threaded all of my needles, and then I'm taking a NYX jumbo pencil. I think that's like a gold color one. You can use white, brown, or whatever, any kind of eyeliner, just something. If you're a beginner, see, I really don't have to do that, but if you're a beginner, this is a good step. It keeps you in line and in order. Just make a line where you want the tracks to stop at and how long you want your leave out area to be. So now the hair is I've taken the hair out the package, and I'm just threading the ends together, and I'm going to start at the nape of the hair and start sewing at the nape of the wig. I'm going to start sewing at the nape part of the wig, and you just want to go back and forth at the nape until you run out of hair. So you just watch me here. I'm just going to start sewing, and I'm just going to sew back and forth around that area there, and then I'll show you when to start moving to the sides. Okay, so on the ends, I always do the pull method. I think that's what it's called. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's like the loop and pull. And then once I do that about 2 to 3 times, I just loop the thread around the tracks until you get to the end where you want to flip the hair over. So I don't do that loop and pull all the way because sometimes it can cause the tracks to get loose early before you're ready to stop using the wig. So for longevity, I just do the loop and pull on the end and then just loop it around the tracks until the end. And then once you get to the end, you want to separate the 2 tracks and sew about a ½ inch to 1 inch. You just want to sew on the last track, and you're going to sew it about 2 to 3 times with the loop and pull method. Then you can flip the hair over. I know that sounds confusing. I hope y'all can follow me on that, but you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So I flipped it over, and then here I'm going to just start with the loop and pull, and I'm going to do that 2 to 3 times, and then just start looping around the track again without locking the stitch. That may be what it's called, lock stitch or loop and pull. I'm not really sure, but you see here I'm just going around the track. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just don't want to sew on those seams. Just sew on the sides of the seams, and every now and then I might go in and do a lock stitch or a loop and pull stitch in the mix somewhere just to make sure everything is locked. But I'm just gonna do it on the ends pretty much on this video. Okay, so here, before I go on to the next needle, I always put another needle in and then I tie them together. And I just want to make sure that the thread will never come loose on its own, like it would have to be cut. So I always sew the short thread and the new one together and then cut it off after that. And then I just continue on sewing the hair. So you just want to sew in like close together stitches all the way down until you get to the end, and then you're just gonna flip over again. Okay, so now you've sewn the whole weft on to the back of the hair, so now you're ready to go up to the side. So you're just gonna take your weft and sew it on to that line that you drew. You're gonna start your first track right at that first line, and you're just gonna sew right at the edge of the band of the dome cap, and it'll be fine because you're gonna sew in your clips, so everything will stay in place. And so just sew it along the line of that band, and then you're just gonna sew all the way around to the other side where that line that you drew is. So just sew all the way around from side to side till you get to the other line, and then you're gonna cut the hair at that point because you don't want to flip that first track so that it won't be bulky. So just watch me. I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna show you how I did it. Okay, so you're gonna sew up until you get to the line that you drew with the jumbo pencil, and you're just gonna cut the weft at that point. I think it should be fine. You know, you won't have too much shedding just by cutting that one spot. So I just cut it right there at the line, and I just sew it down because you don't want it to be too bulky. So you just have to cut it. You have to cut it. So you can fold it over if you want to, but it's going to be a little bit more bulky than you want. So I just went ahead on and cut mine. So yeah, once you get to the end, you're just going to sew it down in the lock and stitch or the pull and stitch method. Just sew it down like that about 3 times to make sure it's totally stuck and it's not going to move, and it should look something like that. So then once you get through sewing that part, you're just gonna add another weft on. And you're just gonna do the lock and stitch method, and you just want to make sure that the hair is falling forward toward the face so that it will frame the face. It won't be falling straight down. But if you want it to just go straight down, you can just do it side to side totally without putting the hair toward the face. But I want mine to like shape around my face, so that's why I lay the hair forward. And once I get through sewing, get it sewed down more, I'll start to do it more side to side. But for right now, I'm laying the hair forward toward the face, and you just want to keep sewing around and around and around until you get to the other side, and then you can fold the hair over. Then you don't have to cut it once you get to the next side. Okay, so you just want to continue sewing down. Y'all, this is the worst mannequin head. I mean, not mannequin head, mannequin stand. This sucker does not stay still. I have adjusted it, fixed it. It keeps sliding over. It's not sturdy. I don't even remember the company that I purchased it from on Amazon. I'm not even going to blast them like that. I just need to get a new one. I don't know why it just is not sturdy. So anyway, I'm just continuing to sew, and you can see how I'm sewing it down. Just now I'm going just side to side. It doesn't have to go up to the line anymore, because you're just gonna keep sewing side to side until you run out of space to sew. Okay, so y'all probably can see my drawing for the part was a little bit off, so I'm having to make it up on the other side where it was just a little bit not even. So I'm putting one extra track right there on this side, and then I'm just gonna put one track to line that line. Did that make sense? To put around that line that I drew. So I'm putting an extra track right here just to fill in that space because I had drew the line kind of not straight. So I'm putting a track there to fill that in. And then I'm just going to take one track that measures the length of that line that I drew. And I'm just going to sew it around the area where the leave out is going to be. Okay, so I've sewed the wig completely. So here I'm just taking an extra needle and thread, and I'm just like reinforcing that last track in the thread to make sure that if it happens to get cut, that none of the thread will come loose. Just making sure that it's super reinforced and sturdy and it's not gonna come loose. So I'm just taking that extra needle and thread and I'm just sewing around the weft a second time. So that's all I'm doing here. Okay guys, so that was the finished result of the actual wig making. You gotta please excuse my appearance on this video. I'm getting ready to shoot another video tonight for a chemical peel, so I couldn't put no makeup on or anything like that. So, but the hair was sent to me by Unice. They sent me 4 bundles of Brazilian natural wave in 18, 20, and 22 inch. And so I decided to make it for me to wear in a Upart wig. So that's what I just did. I just did a Upart wig. It's an easy wig to do. It's easy to follow the directions of this wig. on the video, and I'm gonna have the second part of the video coming up where I show you how to add combs to your wig so that you don't have to sew or glue or anything. Just put that sucker on like 5 minutes and you're done. You're out the door. And you don't have to do anything to it because it's a natural wavy texture. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And also follow me on all of my social media. I have the links to that listed below. If you're interested in this hair, I have the links to it listed in the description box below, as well as a coupon code. Don't forget to come back to watch the second part of this video.